Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
We all have wishes at Christmas. Maybe it's a car, repairs to your home, new appliances, or travel. Get yourself that perfect gift with a GUT Credit Union Christmas Make-A-Wish loan. You can get the money you need to make that holiday wish come true. Apply for a loan and you'll be entered to win one of 5 shopping sprees at Foodland Supermarket. Plus, great prizes from Sol EC Limited, Dean Mattresses, Digicel Grenada Limited, and Beacon Insurance. Call 440-1354. Email loans@gutcu.com or visit go.gutcu.com/Christmas. Apply now and make your wish the perfect gift this Christmas. Special conditions apply.
Good evening. This is Network News for Tuesday, December 20, 2022. In the headlines, farmer complains after crops were stolen 4 times. Camera footage in hand, but no police attention. Lifelong educator Beverly Steele passed away on Monday following a period of illness. National Celebrations Committee unveils 2023 plans and logo for Grenada's 49th anniversary of independence. In around the globe regionally, January 18 is the date for general elections in Antigua and Barbuda. Internationally, funeral homes at capacity amid COVID surge in China. Plus, in the sports news, Argentina return home as World Cup winners, while St. Lucia dominate the Windward Islands on the 15 Championship. Stay with us. We'll be back after this.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
From Television Center at the Grenada Broadcasting Network, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. Predial larceny continues to plague farmers in Grenada. Just as this farmer was preparing to reap the benefits of her hard labor ahead of the Christmas holidays, thieves beat her to the punch. More from Rena Pet Thomas.
Losing more than $1,000 in the space of a month, owner of Footprint Grenada, Sally Gidhari, is frustrated as her only source of livelihood has been taken away from her by thieves. The foreign national, who has been living in Grenada for the past 14 years, has been supplying the local supermarkets and vendors with her produce for over 2 years. She says this is the 4th time this month she has been a victim of predial larceny. Gidhari explains that her farm is not the only farm affected by thieves after investing so much in their businesses.
In this area where I am, Claboni, farmers have had all the potatoes taken 2 weeks ago. They've had all their ginger taken a few weeks ago. My shed where I keep my tools and my chemicals was robbed twice in the last 6 months. It's come now that the locals and myself have had a lot of crops stolen over the last month. Myself, I've had pounds of peppers stolen. Last week I was notified that somebody had been on my farm, so I came up in the evening with my family, my husband and my son, and I got back 43 pounds of peppers that the thief couldn't carry because they had picked so much peppers that evening. And I took it to the police, made a report, and again last night peppers were taken from my farm. I used to sell twice a week for real value. I used to sell every week for the market. The last 2 months I've sold once.
The farm owner's greatest concern is that she recently sprayed the crops with chemicals and is now worried about innocent consumers who can develop serious health issues after consuming the stolen produce.
And the peppers that were taken last night, they were not ready to pick because they were just sprayed with chemicals Friday gone. So these peppers need to stay on the farm for another few days. They need to stay on the farm for 5 to 7 days before they can be picked with these chemicals. Yes, it can give long-term sicknesses, cancers and all kinds of sicknesses they can cause. I mean, farmers have to be wise on how they're using chemicals. And people walking in your farm, taking and selling illegally, is very dangerous.
She told GBN that she alerted the police on the issue and claimed that she provided them with footage of the culprit in action. However, no arrest has been made. She says that more support is needed for farmers, especially those in secluded areas.
Also, with this support that the agriculture ministers are doing, helping farmers with labour, helping farmers with help with security, would be a bonus. I mean, in this area we don't have electricity, so we can't set up lighting. There's no lights up here. This kind of thing needs to be looked at because having electricity up here would help light up the area, which would help security, and also help farmers set up their security cameras because you need to have the Wi-Fi. And you need to have the system set up. So in the areas where people are farming and producing a lot of food, agriculture needs to work with the police or work with a system to help with security.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
The National Celebrations Committee has unveiled plans and logo for Grenada's 49th anniversary of independence. Christina John reports.
Grenadians can look forward to in-person celebrations for Grenada's 49th anniversary of independence, the last of which was held in 2020. The unveiling of the 49th anniversary logo and independence launch was held Tuesday under the theme, The Journey to 50, reflecting on the past, planning for the future. Minister for Culture, Honorable Ron Redhead, during this morning's launch of Grenada's 49th anniversary of independence, says it will be a time for reflection.
2023, we expect the 49th to be as per usual, notwithstanding that we're coming out of COVID, but we also expect that the mind will begin to shape its thoughts as we move into the 50th, which is going to be critical for our own development. 50 years of independence is something that we must feel proud to celebrate. It shows that elements of democracy are alive, and we can begin to plan how we shape the next 50 years. So that long-term vision, goal, objectives, that is an opportunity to set it clear there, and we are looking forward to that.
Chairperson of the National Celebrations Committee, Ms. Jacqueline Alexis, says they are excited. This year, she adds, is about laying the platform for the 50th anniversary in 2024.
So not only will next year have our celebrations for the 49th, you're going to start to see things happening as we move forward into 2024 and our 50th anniversary, and we're very, very excited about that.
Alexis encourages citizens to start cleaning up and beautifying their communities from now.
And what we'd like to do now is to build on the back of that as we ask the public to please start to clean up your parishes, your villages now, and start to plant. Let's plant some flowers. Let's plant some trees. Let's look forward to the 50th, because we know they're not going to grow overnight. But by the time we get to the 50th anniversary, then we're going to be in a position where we can say, look, we've been able to beautify these areas.
Some of the activities she highlighted to mark next year's celebration include a church service to be held at the Grenada Trade Center, where all denominations will be invited, interministerial competition, National Colors Day on the 6th of February, and a National Colors Ball to be hosted by the Governor General. The Independence Day rally will be held at the National Cricket Stadium on February 7th. Christina John, GBN News.
Meanwhile, Deanna Isaac is calling on the entire Carriacou and Petite Martinique community to get involved in the 2023 independence celebrations. Isaac has been speaking of their lineup of independence activities, as part of which includes sporting activities among primary and secondary schools.
And as you are aware, Karakou is known as the cradle of culture. So next year, for our 49th anniversary of independence, we'll be having a cultural evening, January 25th, at the Botanical Gardens. Plans have already started. 2 committee members, Alison Caton and Georgina Ray, are responsible for putting that evening together. We already have a band in mind and have contacted the band, and we're asking persons who are involved in cultural groups in Karakou and Petit Martinique to please get in contact with the Independence Celebrations Committee so that you can be part of that package. And it is always important to note that we need God in everything that we do. So we'll be having 2 church services, one over in Petit Martinique on January 15th at the Petit Martinique Roman Catholic Church, and one in Karakou on January 22nd at Christ the King Anglican Church. And that service is scheduled to start at 9:30 a.m.
Outstanding individuals will also be recognized.
Regular activity that is normally held in Karakou is our award ceremony and cocktail. There will be awarding persons in different categories: health, business, culture, in a number of categories. And this year, that award ceremony and cocktail is scheduled for January 28th and will be hosted at Casada Bay Resort. And to culminate all of our activities, we'll be having our parish celebrations. We normally have one over in Petit Martinique, and that is scheduled to be on February 2nd at the Petit Martinique playing field. And in Karakou, February 3rd at 9 a.m. at the Hillsborough Recreational Grounds.
Still with news on planned activities for Grenada's 49th anniversary of independence, there's a call for senior Calypsonians to participate in the 2023 Independence Competition. Christina John reports.
According to Adrian Mark, a member of the National Celebrations Committee with responsibility for Calypso and Cultural Extravaganza, this year's competition will have 3 rounds to it: a preliminary round, a semi-final, and a final round.
Preliminary round, we will accept as many entries. Time gone by, we so limit that number of entries, but no, the preliminary round we have many entries. The deadline for submitting these entries will be the 6th of January, 2023. The judging of the preliminary round will be on the 7th of January. Now, from the judging, we expect 20 semi-finalists. These finalists will be performing to get a position to go into the finals.
Mark says next year the semi-finalists will be judged with a band accompaniment. The finals of the competition will take place at the Sauteurs bus terminal on January 28th.
Semi-finals, we're looking for 20, as I said, 20 artists for the semi-finals. And the date for the semi-finals is the 21st of January, 2023. The venue, St. David's. Time, 7 p.m. Every semi-finalist, you'll be given $2,000 as appearance fee. From these 20 finalists, we will select 9 finalists going up against the reigning monarch, Sean Niles.
Prize monies for the finals are as follows. First place, $10,000, $8,000 for second place, $6,000 for third place, and $4,000 for fourth place, with an appearance fee of $2,500. Mark reminds Calypsonians that their composition should contain some aspect of the independence theme, which is the journey to 50, reflecting on the past, planning for the future. He's also calling on the senior Calypsonians to get on board for the 2023 competition. There will also be an extravaganza in Grenville, St. Andrew.
Going back to Grenville bus terminus again, where we have the cultural extravaganza. And this year we returning the Flambeau March. So we'll have the Flambeau March going around the town into the Grenville bus terminus. We
This show also will showcase a lot of the traditional masks, the Veko, the Chutney, the Maypole dancing, and then we have first, second, and third from the Independence Kaiso will be performing. So
Christelina John, GBN News.
Still ahead in network news, lifelong educator Beverly Steele passed away on Monday following a period of illness. A report coming up.
Pfizer celebrates 75 years of transforming lives with its celebratory suite of loan products. Own your own vehicle, education, land, or home, and anchor your roots. Start living the life you deserve by applying for an Own Your Own loan at reduced interest rates. Simplify your life and consolidate all your debts by applying for a Simplify loan and open doors to new beginnings and explore more opportunities to shape your future. Call or send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987 or email us at loans@arisecu.com today to continue your journey towards financial freedom. Terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union, celebrating 75 years of transforming lives.
Christmas safety tips. Always unplug Christmas tree lights before leaving home or going to sleep. Check your tree lights and outdoor lights for damage each year before you use them. Discard lights with frayed wires, loose connections, and cracked sockets. Do not overload your wall outlets or extension cords. Remind children never to touch lights or outlets. Select lights appropriately. Never use indoor lights outside or vice versa. Happy holidays from Grenlec.
Beep disinfectant spray is certified by a U.S. EPA compliant lab to kill the coronavirus that causes COVID-19. Beep disinfectant spray is now available in a convenient travel-size can that travels everywhere with you. Beep for a happy, healthy home.
A night so magical, simply magical, foodland magical. Bring your family to Foodland Friday, December 23rd for a magical night of shopping. A magical night of shopping.
Yarr, shiver me timbers. What's this? Free tile?
Ooh, free tile? We've got to go capture this treasure.
Full speed ahead! Yarr, with prices like these, there's no need to plunder at all. Free tiles for Christmas is back at Island Style.
Yo ho ho! Buy 100 tiles at the regular price, get up to 20 tiles absolutely free! Magnificent!
Remember, when you think tile, think Island Style.
Yarr, maybe I should tell my fellow pirate elf, Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh, I think he's busy fighting monsters these days.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door.
Ho, ho, ho! It's the season to be jolly, and the NLA is giving back loads of prizes to its loyal customers in its exciting Xmas Bonanza promotion. Yes, Grenada! It's your opportunity to win hams and bottles of wine and rum from November 15th to December 31st. Over 450 prizes will be up for grabs during this festive season. Simply purchase a single ticket valued at $12 or more in Lotto, Cash 4, Playway, or Pick 3, and check your tickets for the word ham, wine, or rum. Play daily for chances to win every day. Prizes are redeemable at NLA's head office on the Carenage on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, starting November 16th, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. NLA, supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Happy Christmas, Grenada! Ho, ho, ho!
Find the season's best deals at Quartz. Shop today for up to 50% off on your favorite items like the TCL 65 QLED UHD Smart TV, now just at $3,499. Save $1,200. The Ashley Allmax Love Seat is now just $2,599. Save $700. And this technical speaker, now only $999. With Ready Finance, shop today with no cash and get 90 days for your first payment. It's the season's best deals only at Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
No, this is Christmas time. Celebrate in style. With furniture on, you can will make it with your one. With unsecured loans, reduce interest rates, win cash prizes for the best Christmas ever. So we'll make it, hey, para playing, hey, ham and black cake eating. No, this is Christmas.
Get unsecured loans up to $50,000 and a chance to win cash prizes this Christmas at
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Living with a chronic non-communicable disease like diabetes or hypertension? Don't let the holiday spirit bump you off track. Continue taking your medications as prescribed. Stay hydrated by drinking at least the daily recommended 8 glasses non-calorie beverage like water and tea. Follow the eating guidelines given to you by your dietitian and be physically active. You don't have to be perfect at every meal. Just be conscious of your choices. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Have your family or friends ever needed cash now, but you are nowhere close to give it to them directly? With the cardless cash feature from Republic Bank Online and your mobile phone, it is hassle-free and convenient to send money to anyone, including yourself, using the Republic mobile app. Simply log into your account, access the cardless feature, enter the amount you want to transfer, and using the access code provided, the cash can be withdrawn instantly from a designated Republic Bank ATM without a card. Republic Bank Cardless Cash is convenience at your fingertips. To learn more about our cardless cash features, visit republicgrenada.com for more details. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
This is Network News. Historian and educator Beverly Steele took her last breath on Monday, but her passing has left many with heavy hearts. She made many contributions to the history and culture of Grenada and their preservation. More in this Rena Pitt Thomas report.
Grenada is mourning the loss of a committed lifelong educator and author, Mrs. Beverly Steele, who passed away on Monday, December 28, 2022. According to her son, Kyle Steele, his mother had a hard battle from the start with her illness, which was sudden and strong, adding that she is at least resting comfortably now after 80 magnificent years. Mrs. Steele served as the head of the University of the West Indies Open Campus during the 1990s and was a profound keeper of Grenadian history. She published several books on Grenada, including A History of Its People and Grenada in Wartime, The Tragic Loss of the Island Queen, and Other Memories of World War II. John Angus Martin, local historian in Grenada, spoke of Mrs. Steele's many contributions to Grenada's history and education.
She was definitely a pioneer, and in the time that she was writing as well in the 1970s and the 1980s, 1990s, she really made an impact. And as the resident tutor of the UE branch in Grenada, she spearheaded a lot of efforts, a lot of programs to promote Grenada's history and culture. I think for me, even recently, we were working on a UNESCO-sponsored Intangible Cultural Heritage project, and in in doing some of the research for that, I would share with them an article that Beverly Steele wrote back in 1976, I think, Folk Dances in Grenada. Actually, no, it's in the 90s she wrote it, sorry. But Folk Dances in Grenada, which is probably the only source material we have when we're looking at the history of folk dances in Grenada.
Mrs. Steele was recognized for her work and was accorded the honor of being awarded the title of CBE, Commander of the Order of the British Empire. Mr. Martin says that the role played by Mrs. Steele was the foundation work of preserving our history for the new generation and the generation to come. He said that her work will go a long way and she will be greatly missed.
Enjoy the interactions I've had with Beverly. I think she has come even earlier on at the museum. Beverly would come to some of the events we had, always interacting, always willing to share. I remember she sent me some material that she had researched that she thought I would be interested in. So she was always reaching out and recognizing even though I'm not as young, I am of the younger generation. So I think she was always willing to work with whoever and always willing to share the knowledge she had.
John Martin says that more needs to be done to recognize and honor people like Beverly Steele, who put a stamp on Grenada's history and the culture.
I think we don't always do the best job of honoring the people who have made contributions, but she was given an honorary doctorate from the University of the West Indies for the work that she did. So there is that recognition. I think maybe in Grenada we need to recognize. We don't always recognize the people who have made these larger contributions, and I think maybe this is when we need to start. You know, all of the writers who are prominent today should advocate, you know, that we take some time to honor the people who have laid the foundation of our society today and how we move forward.
Mrs. Steele was a Jamaican by birth. She was a Grenadian in spirit and love. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
The story to report, Senator Salim Rahman, representing the private and business sector in the upper house, put forward a unique suggestion for the National Public Library. During his contribution to the 2023 budget debate, he welcomed government's plans to restore the public library, but his suggestion involves its relocation.
A humble suggestion for the government, Madam President. Can you imagine what a modern public library with a cafe would look like if it were located at your house instead of where it is now? A stone's throw away from schools such as Presentation Boys College and St. Joseph's Convent. Imagine for a while, it will be a hub for the young and even the not so young.
Well, the need to preserve the historic building was also considered by Senator Rahman.
Sitting in a cafe with a book in hand or a Kindle, looking out at the inspiring view is just a lovely thought. It's a better location for a library. Madam President, modern doesn't mean that we're not going to incorporate the heritage of our site. Preserving our heritage is a must. It's just an idea for them to think about and have a look at.
Now, Grenada captured 2 awards in the 2022 ECCU Bank of the Year Awards. 5 banks were selected for the final stage of competition. Rena Pett Thomas has this report.
The Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited captured 2 awards in the categories of customer service and financial education and empowerment in the 2022 ECCU Bank of the Year Awards. The annual awards ceremony highlights areas in which banks within the OECS have excelled and provided high-quality services to customers. This year, only 8 banks submitted their entries for the 5 categories, but only 5 were selected for the final stage of the competition. The Caribbean Union Bank from Antigua and and Bermuda, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, Grenada Cooperative Bank, the Bank of Nevis Limited in St. Kitts and Nevis, in St. Lucia, Bank of St. Lucia Limited and Republic Bank EC Limited, and National Bank of Dominica Limited from the Dominican Republic.
The recipient of the 2022 ECCU Bank of the Year Award for Customer Service, in third place, Grenada Cooperative Bank. In second place, CIBC First Caribbean International Bank, Barbados Limited, Antigua and Barbuda. The recipient of the 2022 ECCU Bank of the Year Award for Financial Education and Empowerment. In third place, Grenada Cooperative Bank. In second place, Bank of St. Lucia.
Capturing the first place position in all 5 categories is the National Bank of Dominica.
The 2022 ECCU Bank of the Year for Corporate Social Responsibility is National Bank of Dominica Limited. And the 2022 ECCU Bank of the Year for Customer Service is the National Bank of Dominica Limited. And the 2022 ECCU Bank of the Year for Financial Education and Empowerment is National Bank of Dominica Limited. And the 2022 ECCU Bank of the Year for Technological Innovation is National Bank of Dominica Limited. The 2022 ECCU Bank of the Year Award for support to micro, small, and medium enterprises goes to the National Bank of Dominica Limited.
Officer in charge of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, Tracy Polias, in her remarks spoke of the challenges faced by the banking sector over the past few years, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Including cybersecurity risk, maximizing operational efficiencies in turbulent economic times, managing transitions, and managing virtual customer service experiences. Credit risk was also impacted as persons suffered job loss and income loss consequent to the adverse economic environment ushered in by the COVID-19 pandemic. The ECCB responded to some of the challenges faced by banks by supporting the loan moratoria program for banks, where banks offered temporary stay on loan payments to customers.
The award ceremony was held virtually. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Well, Grenadians are in support of Mungay hospital workers who claim physical and verbal abuse on the job. That's what's creating a buzz on social media.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz report.
Workers at Mungay Hospital were out in protest mode on Monday morning, claiming they have been enduring physical and verbal abuse at their workplace for the past year.
Enough is enough.
That was workers of the Mungay Hospital expressing their frustration as they were out in the form of protests outside their workplace on Monday morning. Union representative of the workers told GBN that the action taken by the workers comes after months of alleged physical and verbal abuse they received from a doctor at the mental facility.
Social media users took to the comments section to share their thoughts about this development. The following views are that of members of the public and not of the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Marcel said, "I know the workers at Mungay. I have worked with them. They do take a lot before they explode. So by virtue of their stance, I believe that they are overwhelmed. I lend my support to the workers' plea and urge the authorities to do something quickly. We cannot allow our hardworking staff to be humiliated. The doctor must be sent on leave immediately while a thorough investigation be conducted. Solidarity to the hardworking staff at Mungay Mental Hospital." Diane said, "I am with the union and workers. This is not Africa." This person added, "Send him back where he comes from. Simple. Nobody isn't supposed to be working under this condition condition at all. Peace and tranquility. Doris said, "That's what happens when we do not train our own. We rely on foreigners to fill consultancy positions, so we have to take what we get. Time to put things in place to have our own people in those positions." That's what's buzzing tonight. We encourage you, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
Still ahead in Network News, Cricket Stadium to get facelift in 2023.
Experienced drivers, you've ruled the road. Now you can enjoy the rewards with Beacon's 50-plus car insurance plan. Get hassle-free sign-up, affordable payment options, and a free windscreen cover. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get driving with Beacon today.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door.
They come with a catalog you know word for word. They have a league of fans that stretch as far as the eye can see. Their legacy speaks for itself, so we don't have to. The Radisson Grenada Beach Resort is the place to be this New Year's Eve from 9 p.m. for the classic way to ring in the new year, featuring Third World.
You should know it's time for the world to. So won't you try?
This classic cast will also feature Sabrina and the Treehouse Band live. Early bird tickets are available at GoToFets.com and Cass Unisex Boutique. Single tickets $500, couples $800. Sunshine Promotions presents Classic. A signature all-inclusive experience, celebrating the old and welcoming the new. Sponsored by Blast, Independent Agencies Limited, St. Augustine Medical Services, Radisson Grenada Beach Resort, Best Quote Construction, and Netherlands Insurance, proud supporter of the arts.
Shop and win at Real Value this Christmas. Anyone spending $50 or more can win $5,000, $2,500, and $1,500 in cash and shopping vouchers. Simply place your receipt with your name, address, and phone number in the barrel provided. Promotion starts November 21st and runs until December 23rd, with the grand draw of the morning of December 24th. Plus, anytime you use your Real Value Shoppers card, you can win day passes to Royalton, hamper baskets, wine, and more. Promotion runs from November 21st till December 30th. Shop at Real Value this Christmas.
With Digicel, it's the Christmas that keeps on giving. Switch on to the fastest LTE network with any plan or bundle and get 10 gigabytes more data every month, all year. More entertainment on the move and more connectivity to create more Christmas moments. Buy and stay on any Christmas plan and get 10 gigabytes on us every month for the entire year. With Digicel, it's the Christmas that keeps on giving.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
A night so magical, simply magical, Foodland magical. Bring your family to Foodland. Friday, December 23rd for a magical night of shopping. A magical night of shopping.
I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the National Lottery is doing for us. When you play pick 3 cash flow and play with, the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sunday money day.
We're reporting the day's news. Welcome back. The National Cricket Stadium is poised for a facelift through an agreement with the People's Republic of China. The anticipated work was detailed by Education Minister David Andrew during Monday's Senate debate.
Commencement of work on the Grenada National Stadium, the cricket stadium. The People's Republic of China has already signed an agreement with the government of Grenada for major upgrade to the national stadium, which will commence early in the first quarter of 2023. This includes replacements of the 2 replaced screens, painting of interior and exterior, all metal works, roof repair, elevator replacements, retiling, replacement of sound and video equipment, cameras and surveillance systems. We express gratitude to the People's Republic of China for their continued collaboration and support to Grenada and our people. Also, Madam President, the lighting the cricket stadium. Discussions are currently on the way to solve some of the outstanding bottlenecks with the formal arrangements with a view to having firm commitments to get the work started by the first half of 2023.
Family and friends are worried about their missing loved one. It's time to take a peek through the GBN eyesore lens to see if you can assist this family.
A good eye captures all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by ClearVision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
The people in tonight's eyesore are seeking the assistance of the general public in finding Wayne Smart. According to his family and friends, Smart has been missing for the past 9 days. Police have confirmed receipt of the missing persons report. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of Smart is being asked to contact telephone number 425-9065. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Wayne Smart is missing. Family and friends need your support in finding him. Stay with us. We'll be back to report the sports news, followed by Around the Globe.
It's
your gifts of love for cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Immerse yourself in the pure and simple fragrances celebrating the best of nature, delicate flowers, the great outdoors, and the open ocean with Beep Air Freshener. Calming vanilla, berry burst, captivating orchid, cotton flower, ocean spray, and water lily make up the Beep Pure and Simple fragrance collection, capturing the purity and simplicity of nature that you can enjoy from the comfort of your home. Beep, for a happy, healthy home.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door.
Solar lights are back in stock and will be available for purchase at Southern Electrical. Here is a list of the solar lights that we offer. 200 to 300 watt intelligent floodlights with camera, 300 to 500 watt solar street lights, 60, 100, 200, and 500 RGB solar floodlights, 100, 200, 300, 500, and 800 solar floodlights, solar garden lights, 25, 40, 60, 100, and 200 watt solar floodlights, 3, 7, and 10 watt solar wall lights, motion center garden lights, motion sensor floodlights, 30, 60, and 90 watt solar street lights with accessories, 5 watt solar wall lamps, 40 and 60 solar street lights, and 100 and 300 solar floodlights with battery power display. Now available at Southern Electrical, Dusty Highway, St. George. Visit our showroom today.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
A night so magical, simply magical, foodland magical. Bring your family to Foodland Friday, December 23rd for a magical night of shopping. A magical night of shopping.
Ho, ho, ho! It's
It's the season to be jolly, and the NLA is giving back loads of prizes to its loyal customers in its exciting Xmas Bonanza promotion. Yes, Grenada! It's your opportunity to win hams and bottles of wine and rum from November 15th to December 31st. Over 450 prizes will be up for grabs during this festive season. Simply purchase a single ticket valued at $12 or more in Lotto, Cash 4, Playway, or Pick 3, and check your tickets for the word ham, wine, or rum. Play daily for chances to win every day. Prizes are redeemable at NLA's head office on the Carenage on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, starting November 16th, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. NLA, supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Happy Christmas, Grenada! Ho, ho, ho!
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight generally fair at first and windy with few isolated showers, increasing in cloudiness by midnight with more frequent intermittent showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 23.5 degrees Celsius. Wind east-northeasterly to easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour, gusting high at times. Seas moderate to rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. Warning, marine and high surf advisories remain in effect. Tides currently rising, high at 12 midnight, low at 6:30 a.m. Sunrise tomorrow morning 6:23. The weather on Wednesday, December 21, partly cloudy to cloudy, slightly hazy and windy with some light to moderate daytime and nighttime showers. On Thursday, December 22, partly cloudy, slightly hazy and windy with occasional morning and nighttime showers mixed with some fair spells. And on Friday, December 23, the eve before the eve, partly cloudy and windy with brief isolated showers, morning and nighttime showers, becoming fairer during the afternoon. That's the weather. Hello sporting fans, St. Lucia created history at the Winlot Windward Islands Under 15 cricket tournament as captain Theo Edward led the team to victory with 540 runs in 4 matches. Theo Edward scored his 4th century in as many matches to lead St. Lucia to the 2022 Winlot WICB Under 15 championship title at the Darren Sammy Cricket Stadium on Friday. Video of cricket match courtesy of the Video Productions.
You're here for the final. The war between bat and ball.
It was dubbed the Battle of the Saints 2, the second time in 3 days that St. Vincent would come up against a dominant St. Lucia team. The hosts were put into bat, and Theo Edward took full advantage, racing to 104, comprising 15 fours and 4 sixes in 78 balls. Tyler Venner contributed 70 and Aaron Sinclair 38 in St. Lucia's score of 270 in 50 overs, the lowest in the tournament. St. Vincent's reply was promising until St. Lucia's leading wicket taker, Leon Alexander, checked the momentum.
And Alexander gets his 4th wicket.
Regular losses did not help as St. Vincent and the Grenadines folded for 110 off 28 overs through a catch fittingly taken by Theo Edward, who was thrilled to secure the title for St. Lucia.
And this is the victory for St. Lucia under 15 as Theo Edward takes a lovely return catch.
I'm very proud of my team.
and I appreciate everybody for their support towards the team.
The St. Vincent coach was disappointed his batters were unable to chase what could have been a reasonable score.
At some points of the game we did well. I think we came back well in the first half after starting badly. But our batting, which is our real problem, did not click at all.
And it's taken, it's a loose one, but the catch is taken by beyond fun as it looks like.
For St. Lucia's coaching staff, it was just rewards for hard work, especially in the batting department. For Theo Edward, the tournament's leading scorer, it was historic.
It's a few pulling with these Den, landing this one into the Johnson Charleston.
He scored 198 against Dominica, 101 against Grenada, and 137 against St. Vincent. And in the final, he scored 104 against St. Vincent, a record-breaking total of 540 runs in 4 matches. Imagine, he'd set himself a modest total at the start of the tournament.
I didn't expect to score so much runs. Like, my goal was only to score 200 runs in the whole tournament, and I surpassed that very much.
540 runs in 4 matches. Talk about that one. Well, after beating France in Sunday's final, the Argentina team landed home in the early hours of Tuesday morning. They traveled on an open-top bus to Argentine football headquarters. Fans lined the streets en route, with the main celebration taking place at Buenos Aires at midday. The Argentine government declared Tuesday a bank holiday so fans can express their deepest joy for the national team. We get more from the BBC.
Anything to declare? After a wait of 36 years and a very long flight across the Atlantic, the World Cup is back on Argentinian soil. A little pomp and circumstance in the early hours of the morning as the team's plane reached Buenos Aires. Their return a lot more straightforward than their victory in the final.
I was in a bad way the whole game, and it just went on and on and on. So obviously when the winning penalty went in, it was a huge relief. I went through a lot of emotions.
To be honest, I can't process it. We suffered a lot. We had a lot of fun, and I'm very excited. I still can't believe it. I really can't believe it. It is an immense joy for all the Argentine people.
Over in Paris, a very different mood, for the players at least. They looked more than a little glum trudging down the steps of their plane at Charles de Gaulle Airport. But if this was meant to be a wake rather than a celebration, no one seemed to have told the French fans. Thousands turned out to say thank you, a sea of flags and song. The squad looking down in disbelief from this hotel in the centre of the city as they were cheered and revered. Just imagine the response if they'd actually won.
Even if they finish second, we are here. Even if they lost, we must be with them. We'll be with them until the end. And I think they need our support. It's magical. I was a bit sad in the beginning because I wanted us to win. We lost, but we played a good match. I'm no longer sad. Yesterday I was sad. Today, no more.
Certainly no sadness for Argentina. A glorious win and what's likely to be another memorable day for players and fans alike. Tim Allman, BBC News.
Now for a look at the legacy of this World Cup outside of sport. More than 1 million people in Qatar and tens of millions around the world watch this tournament. The government says this World Cup was historic, not just because it was staged in the Middle East, but also for what it will leave behind. Al Jazeera reports from Doha.
From healthier meals to satisfy cravings, to intellectual sustenance, nurturing hungry minds.
To look into this question of apartheid.
At this cafe in Doha, speakers have been hosting weekly discussions on a variety of topics, including Palestinian resistance and women's rights.
It's easier to side with the
Young people say they want to challenge stereotypes about the Middle East in general and Qatar in particular. The owner of this cafe doesn't want to be identified because she believes only her platform deserves the spotlight.
Open discussions are very important. What we have here is a platform. We gather people and we spread knowledge, and we hope our platform will be bigger and more influential in the future.
The World Cup has been a catalyst for Qatar's move towards a knowledge-based economy, and the sports industry is capitalizing on intellectual property, whether in merchandising rights or broadcast revenues.
The broadcasting rights from the FIFA World Cup will be $3 billion, and IP rights in sports globally, reached $50 billion 2 years ago. So there's a lot of connection between IP and sports. That Qatar has an ambition, to be a technology and R&D center as well.
To enable an environment of growth and creativity, Qatar's amended its labor laws. FIFA's legacy plans include funding a labor excellence hub in partnership with the International Labour Organization.
The ILO works all over the world, and rarely do we see change happening at this pace. We recognize that significant progress has been made, but we also know that there are many challenges still.
Qatari authorities acknowledge reforms are neither going to be temporary, easy or quick. That's where Vision 2030 comes in, a long-term plan so the work to improve things doesn't stop with the World Cup. One aspect is investing in arts and culture, exhibitions showcasing artworks from across the Arab world. Another initiative focuses on catering for people with disabilities to ensure they're included in mainstream activities. The government says the World Cup is just the beginning. Confident it's changed the perception of millions about the Middle East, now it's looking to diversify the economy. It may have been a football tournament, but its legacy in Qatar and the region will remain for decades. Osama bin Javed, Al Jazeera, Doha.
Stay with us. That's the sports news for now. We'd like to bring you up to speed with this story. Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Gaston Brown, on Monday night announced January 18, 2023 as the date for general elections and urged supporters to ensure that his government is returned to power. Nomination day will be December 28. Brown, speaking at the launch of candidates for the ruling Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party, said he had already asked the Governor-General to issue the writs for the polls on Tuesday. General elections were last held in Antigua and Barbuda on March 21, 2018, with Brown's Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party winning 15 of the 17 seats. The main opposition United Progressive Party, UPP, and the Barbuda People's Movement, BPM, won the other 2 seats. The island had been in pre-election mode ever since Prime Minister Brown told voters that the country is months away from the next general elections, even as the main opposition UPP called on him to immediately announce an election date. Following Thursday's shooting at State House, Vice President Dr. Bharat Jagdeo has revealed that a task force has been set up to probe the incident, and it is pursuing several leads, including conspiracy. HGP TV has more.
Vice President Dr. Bharat Jagdeo has revealed that the government is sparing no effort to get the truth surrounding the shooting last Thursday at State House, the official residence of President Irfan Ali and his family. Speaking on a Facebook Live program, the Vice President said while an investigation is in full swing, a number of leads are being pursued.
I think there is a full investigation going on where
they're not sparing any effort to get to the truth. We have to see if it is just an isolated act or a conspiracy. And therefore, the task force that is working on this will go through a number of leads that they have.
According to the former head of state, while the incident would help enhance security arrangements, this would be done carefully owing to President Ali's people-centric approach. He noted that excessive security might be a barrier to communities.
All right, further afield, as China battles a surge in COVID-19 cases after dropping its zero-COVID policy, crematoria and funeral homes in Beijing are reportedly working at capacity. The rest of the details in this report.
Official hearses lined up along with private vehicles at the Zhongjiao crematorium in Beijing, almost 2 weeks after the Chinese government abruptly lifted its strict COVID controls, which had included routine mass testing and mandatory quarantine. At the same time, the government stopped counting cases. And as for COVID deaths, the official numbers say there were only 5 today. Social media says different. For example, this video was posted by a user in East Central Henan province, while another working at a funeral home in neighboring Hebei said deaths had increased 5-fold in a week. But there is no way to know for sure. The government has increased the number of so-called fever clinics, essentially drop-in medical centers in big cities, and they appear to be coping. They're for people who don't feel well and believe they need treatment, though many citizens just don't know how to judge after years of being told that COVID-19 is a dangerous killer.
A reminder of the headlines when we return. Reminder of the headlines. Farmer complains after crops were stolen 4 times. Camera footage in hand, but no police attention. Lifelong educator Beverly Steele passed away on Monday following a period of illness. National Celebrations Committee unveils 2023 plans and logo for Grenada's 49th anniversary of independence. In around the globe regionally, January 18 is the date for general elections in Antigua and Barbuda. Internationally, funeral homes at capacity amid COVID surge in China. Plus in the sports news, Argentina return home as World Cup winners, while St. Lucia dominates the Windward Islands Under-15 Championship. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online, gbn.gd, our GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. Please be safe for the Christmas season. Be careful on the nation's roads. Look out for each other. We'll see you soon. Good night.